Hey everyone, it's Anna. Today, I'm going to talk about the recent mass shooting tragedy in Texas and how the United States will collapse in on itself without gun reform. In a span of 2 weeks, we have lost mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, daughters, sons, and friends simply out of unregulated gun violence. We have lost irreplaceable souls on this earth from a source that was entirely preventable. But apparently, these deaths are not enough for Congress to pass a bare minimum background check bill on gun acquisitions. A bill, mind you, that they have been sitting on for years. Ted Cruz says we need more armed cops in our schools to prevent devastation like this from happening. The issue with an increased police presence is twofold. For diverse communities, increased police presence only gives rise to more fear and humiliation of the marginalized. Beyond this inherent stereotypical, racist, and discriminative nature members of law enforcement can perpetuate, however, lies the fact that they blatantly don't help the situation. In the Texas shooting, police officers allowed the clearly armed shooter to walk into the school because he was reported to have on body armor. He wasn't wearing any, by the way, but that didn't stop the officers from shooting a few rounds and then waiting for backup. These armed, publicly funded police officers, who take an oath to protect and serve, failed to do just that. They failed to do their job. We saw a teacher risk her life, though, which she ultimately lost in hopes of saving these children in the school. So is it the teacher's responsibility to risk their life in order to support a system that doesn't care about them or the children they educate? This person who receives disproportional funding to a police officer in the same district? Mitt Romney says, we must find answers. Well, the answer is to stop letting the NRA puppeteer your politics. On the flip side, we have politicians looking at us, the civilians that elected them, to take action. Our sitting president released statements as though we had the power to ratify law. President Biden states that America needs change. And I can't help but scream from the rooftops, then change it! We are not in a democracy that represents our best interest. When have I done enough? I am not capable of amending the Constitution or enforcing the law. I can't even vote yet. What is the line for these politicians to actually take action? What dollar amount of lobbyist money is too small for an America where children won't be killed for existing, for living a life that's barely even begun? As author Clint Smith said, these children woke up looking forward to the day. They were probably excited for the end of the school year and for time to hang out with their friends. They didn't get to see the end of the day. Their families weren't able to say goodnight or tuck them in bed. Their lives have been forever altered because of the people in power and their greed. It is so hard to hear that I shouldn't be desensitized when this is America's normal. Nearly 10 years after Sandy Hook, when we were told never again. After the deadliest mass shooting committed by an individual in America, when a man killed hundreds in Las Vegas. Barely 2 weeks after a mass shooting in New York. What are you going to do about it? Your solutions aren't enough. Drooling over the green lobbyist dangle in front of you is not worth this grief, this fear. You have the power to do something, and this something can't wait.